a little bit of vibe at the top of the lineup.
Got the chance to talk to those two and Cameron Meyer yesterday. Tucker and O'Brien just talked about how much they feed off of each other in this batting order as the first pitch misses for ball one from Sierra Harrison.
Yeah, I think even Lindsay Tucker was saying that when Maggie O'Brien gets on base, it's almost like I have to get on base too. And when she doesn't get on base, she doesn't feel like she should get on base, or not as much, right? So they have definitely a great little 1-2 punch, a little dynamic duo to get this Omaha offense up and rolling.
Tucker, a grad student from Lincoln, Nebraska, the Summit League Defensive Player of the Year. Just 4 errors on the season up the middle of that defense for Omaha. 1-1 count for Harrison is upstairs. Tucker did not go. Sierra Harrison.
Yeah, using that rise ball up in the zone. Good take there by Tucker, being able to keep her barrel back. It's important for Harrison to establish that rise ball early.
It's fouled back.
There it was again, her rise ball. A little bit lower in the zone, inducing a swing from Lindsay Tucker and allowing Sierra Harrison to even up the count.
Harrison, 3-time first-team All-State in the state of Missouri. In high school, the Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year for Lee Summit North. That's a really nice at-bat to start the game for Omaha and Lindsay Tucker.
Yeah, keeps her hands back. Tucker keeps her hands back on that changeup offering by Sierra Harrison, trying to potentially induce a ground ball. I like that Harrison's showing the changeup early, showing the Omaha offense early in the game that we are going to mix speed some.
Line shot, grabbed by Daly, and there's one away.
Nice contact here by Tucker, but Daly's right there on the hot corner, ready to make the catch.
Missouri fresh off a very impressive run in the SEC tournament. Beat Ole Miss, Arkansas, and LSU before they dropped the championship game to Florida, but they're feeling good entering the regionals right now. It's an interesting team. They pitch really well. Not a ton of power in the home run department, a big-time double team. What do you like about Missouri? What stands out about what they do well?
You know, when I look at Missouri, I think when you talk about pitching, you know, we like the ace, right? We love the Cameron Myers, the aces of aces, right? But recently with the technology in the game, offenses have gotten better. Mizzou has made this great adjustment with their pitching staff where they are doing a starter, a middle relief, and potentially a closer. Of course, as pitchers are doing well, they'll extend through the game some, but they've done a great job defensively on the pitching side, maximizing their arms and their arms' capabilities on what they're able to do. On the flip side, offensively for Missouri, again, not a lot of home runs, right? But they run the bases well. They do the little things right. And again, back-to-back doubles. Doubles put you in a great position to score. And Alex Honnold, leading the SEC with 21, is a big part of that.
And they've got some really talented seniors in that lineup for the Tigers.
There's Alex Honnold. Has a great eye at the plate, works the count. Also in the mix with Team USA.
Roaming around out in center field. That catches the outside corner. Strikeout number 1 for Harrison, out number 2.
An excellent pitch by Sierra Harrison. Whew, right on that outside corner, way too close to watch. And a good hold by Crenshaw back there to secure the K.
There's Mike Hurd over at third base, Summit League Coach of the Year, first 40-win season as a Division I program, which they became in 2012. Talked about his early success at Omaha, and he said, look, honestly, might have happened a little bit sooner than I thought it would, but they've got a really talented group. He said he inherited a talented group, and they've accepted his guidance in the best way.
Yeah, he talked a lot about the group was really talented, but they needed guidance. They needed...
There's a charge into one, left center field, Omaha! Harrison delivers. And the rock, paper, scissors rounding third base. How about that for a start? Her 8th of the season, the transfer from Division II Nebraska Kearney.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here. Sydney Thompson inside corner, gets her barrel in her hands, clears her hands, gets her barrel to the ball. That ball is absolutely gone out into the grass. A great start for Omaha. Little rock, paper, scissors. Let's see who wins this. Ooh,
she got it.
Offense wins, and she tells them, she lets them know. There's a running, little fun story there with the rock, paper, scissors.
Got the running score going on. They thought they were up 1 or 2, but they said Mike Hurd will steal a couple off the dry erase board.
Yeah, off the whiteboard in the dugout. As they're rounding third base, they do rock, paper, scissors before they're coming home to see who wins. My thought is, do the hitters pre-think, like, hey, if I hit a home run, I'm going to do paper?
I feel like it's all instinct,
or,
right?
I feel like if you're a hitter, you're just throwing something out.
Yeah. Well played by Thomason. The solo shot picks up the dub over her head coach at third. Big swing through that from Alex Olson.
Yeah, big swing and miss on Sierra Harrison's low rise ball on the outside corner. Really good placement on our pitching lane here. Movement through the zone, a little bit mid-thigh to chest.
Omaha back-to-back regional appearances. Last year, they went to Baton Rouge, went 1-2, picked up a win over Prairie View A&M, lost twice to Louisiana, but that experience has fueled them this year. They said it's a different approach. Last year, maybe just kind of happy to be there, feeling things out, but this year they knew they earned it to get back to this moment.
Yeah, they had a tough go-around in the Summit League tournament. A couple extra inning games, a loss early in the double elimination tournament, and worked their way all the way back, but they really felt like they earned this berth.
Another strikeout for Sierra Harrison. She's got 2.
Anytime a pitcher can get 1,000 strikeouts in her career, that means she's averaging quite a few each year in and year out. It not only shows growth, but in Cameron Myers' case, I think it really shows the command she has of her pitches.
And this will be one of the top lineups she has seen all year. The starting lineup from Missouri, brought to you by Capital One. Talk a lot about Honnold with all those doubles. Jenna Laird leading things off as she flies out to left field. She's a dangerous bat, as well as the other senior, Maddie Gallagher. This will be a big-time test here for Cameron Meyer.
Yeah, definitely, but definitely a test. You know, a smaller school, not an SEC school. We do talk about the SEC RPI quite a bit. It does help. But, hey, Omaha deserves to be here, too. They won, and in postseason play, it's anyone's game. Nothing matters that happened before. You can wipe the slate clean, and anything can happen. Players have to get hot, and Cameron Meyer has been a leader for this Omaha team. So we'll see how she steps up pitching-wise today.
Alex Honnold's first at bat of this regional tournament. Senior from West Des Moines, Iowa, 17 multi-hit games. He's hit in 12 of the last 14 entering this weekend. That misses outside 2-1. Really made a huge jump last year as a junior, increased her average 114 points from sophomore to junior year. A career best 14 home runs and 49 RBIs last season.
It's impressive to be able to increase your batting average by that many points. Again, just the growth from freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. And if you're one of those lucky few that get a grad year.
Fouls that one away, 3-2 count.
I think it shows that athletes, as they get older, especially in softball, they don't hit their prime. They don't hit their prime, I would say, until they're in their pros, you know, late 20s.
Yeah,
but
sure.
as you get older, you get smarter.
High fly ball to left field, caught by Rongish out there. She stays busy on the first 2 batters. There's 2 away. Year 6 for Larissa Anderson, in search of their second super regional appearance. The other one coming back in 21. They also hosted that here. Their best start since 2013 earlier this year. 29-8 start. Program that's had a lot of success throughout the 2000s.
Yeah, Coach Larissa Anderson really has turned around this Missouri program from last year. They finished 8th in the SEC. So Maddie Gallagher gets hit by a pitch. But they just didn't have a good year last year. And for them to turn around and win, I think, every home series here.
Every SEC home series.
Every SEC home series in 2024. That's a big turnaround. That's a big willingness as a coach to change her mindset, to change her ability, and reevaluate themselves as not only a coach, but reevaluate her players. How can I use my pitching staff to be more effective? How can I get my hitters in a better mindset and in a better position to be successful?
This was a team, talked to coach and the players as well, talking to Jenna Laird and Alex Honnold, Lauren Krings. They weren't shy about the fact that there was a disconnect last year throughout the team, but said this year everyone working for the same common goal, the same purpose, and it's made a huge difference. Playing some of their best ball down the stretch.
Yeah, definitely this new freshman class coming in. We saw it on the video as well. You know, the seniors, the old guard, they're a little bit more reserved and quiet. And then that second row, those 5 freshmen just jumping ecstatically off the walls. And Lauren Krings and Jenna Laird, Alex Honnold, they talked about yesterday just that the freshmen have really, they're funny, they're excitable, they're fearless, and they not only play that way, they also act that way. So they're always telling jokes and keeping the dugout and the clubhouse atmosphere nice and light.
I said we look at them and think we wouldn't have done that when we were freshmen.
Yeah.
2-2, swings through it. What a start for Cameron Meyer and in Columbia this weekend. Led by Todd Koulis, our producer, Johnny Hanna, our director, our AD is Demo Betts, Sarah Cassabry is our AP, and our stats Sam Fleury helping us out in the booth. The great camera crew. All around all-star crew here in Columbia. Just need a play-by-play guy now, and you guys are good to go.
Yeah, I mean, who's this guy? Just kidding, Chucky. You're doing a great job.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I needed that.
Yeah, gotta keep you honest.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No, you're doing a great job. Pleasure working with you this week.
Fouled back by Sydney Ross. 5-6-7 due up for Omaha here. 41 games that they won this season, a D1 program record. They had a tough path to get here in the Summit League tournament. It wasn't the easiest. They won their first game, lost their second. They won a 14-inning, 1-0 game with a walk-off home run. And then had to bounce back and beat South Dakota State twice to advance, and helped out in that first game by a grand slam. All kinds of stuff went down.
Yeah, I think
Summit League tournament.
It's also important to remember that the Summit League is an AQ, so automatic qualifier for the tournament. So it was crucial for Omaha to come back to be and win the tournament to be able to get in. There's no guarantees if they hadn't won that they would have been in this postseason play.
Their second all-time appearance comes back-to-back. That's fouled straight back. Some good ABs early on. Fighting off pitches against Harrison. She does have 2 strikeouts, but haven't come easy. One-two. Off the handle, it's going to stay in play, long run, and Laird can't quite get there.
Good effort by Jenna Laird with the slide back over there in foul territory. That was a long run, though. Really deep angle. But in postseason play, you got to put all-out effort. Love to see that from the Missouri defense. Umpire's going to check the bat to make sure it didn't break, as it did sound like it was hit off the handle.
Anita Robinette behind the plate, calling balls and strikes in game 2. This is hit the other direction. That will get out of play. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good softball going on across the country right now, and much more to be played tonight and the rest of this weekend. Tomorrow's the big day as Harrison gets strikeout number 3. The swing and miss from Sydney Ross.
Yeah, beautiful pitch by Sierra Harrison with the off-speed changeup, but look at the height of it at the knees. Just hard to hit or put barrel on that. When you're throwing hard in those rise balls and curve balls, coming back with that off-speed changeup, really difficult on the hitters. Great pitch by Sierra Harrison. That is her 3rd strikeout of the night so far.
Last 3 outs she's recorded have been strikeouts. Had that solo home run mixed in with 2 outs in the first by Sydney Thomason. And now sees Ava Rongish for the first time. Sophomore from Omaha. Local product for the Mavericks. That's just a little inside.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Oh, I think Sierra Harrison liked that pitch too. Getting inside on that black of home plate. It's important to be able to establish that inside corner. Perfect placement inside the batter's hitting pocket. Especially when those hitters and those lefties, or, you know, a righty pitcher on a lefty hitter, a lefty pitcher on a righty hitter, hitters tend to get on the plate a little bit more to create that angle for their hits or at bats. So it's important to establish that inside corner. So then you get jam jobs.
Just like that right there, and did it to Ross as the righty a moment ago, and now this time to Rongish. 2 away.
Got a lot of crowd, a lot of music playing. Maybe a little more communication would have been good.
It's Maddie Gallagher who made the catch. Kaylee Langer, who was coming in from right field.
Or
Fortunately, no collision.
Yeah, maybe she was backing up. Sure, everyone's nerves are going, adrenaline's pumping, right? Trying to settle in here early as an athlete, early in the game.
One of the comments we heard from Omaha, the players, was there's no pressure on us. We're not supposed to do anything here. We're going to play free and see what happens. That seems to be what they've done here. Still early, just an inning played. J.L. Johnson, another senior in this lineup from Fairbury, Nebraska, swings through that pitch for strike 1. '35th pitch upcoming from Sierra Harrison. 2-1 again, swings through it.
Nice pitch. Sierra Harrison, both of these last 2 pitches, just the height of them are so good. Both pitches at the knees, and aggressive, very aggressive on her pitches and on her spin.
3 straight swings and misses. Strikeout up to Oklahoma City.
Well, the good news is weather here in Columbia at the Columbia Regional is looking really good.
That is correct. Nice little breeze coming in right now. Some cloud cover over the stadium here on campus. That's hit hard to the right side, taken care of over there at second base by Lindsey Tucker. 1 out. How do you calm the nerves if you're Cameron Meyer She's been here many times before, but a big moment against an SEC program. How do you make this like any other game?
Yeah, I think you have to trust your body of work and know what you're doing. I think as a pitcher, you live for these moments. Like, you live to be in those big games. This is what you play for. This is what you practice for. And pitchers spend a lot of time practicing. So believe me, when they get into the circle in these big moments, they've probably rehearsed these pitches, these situations day in and day out. I think the big thing is to manage your nerves. Remember to breathe and still focus and be confident in the things that you do well. In Cameron Myers' case, her rise ball at different levels, her curveball as well, being able to still stick to those best pitches that got them here, that got Omaha to this position.
Stefania Abrascato leads things off. One of a handful of freshmen making an impact on this team for Missouri. Watches that one for ball 2. Abrascato from Smithtown, New York. Fouls this one off into the stands. Another 2-2 on the way. Up and away.
Yeah. Good pitcher's pitch there, up and out on the 2-2. Trying to bait for a swing with that rise ball up in the zone. Just a little bit too far out.
3-2. Oh. Misses on the outside corner.
I don't know.
Sydney Ross quickly asked the home plate umpire, where was that? Just a touch outside, a runner at first base. Danielle Blackston, freshman from O'Fallon, Missouri, will run. Has scored 16 times on the season. Nice AB from Abrascato right there. The third baseman, Kara Daly, as she watches strike one. Daly, a junior from Jefferson City, Missouri. Average down a little bit this year after hitting 271 over her first 2 seasons. Down towards the 220 range now, but the power, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. 0-2 pitch for Cameron Meyer coming up. Up and in for ball 1. The unique part about this duo of Meyer and Sydney Ross behind the plate for Omaha is that Ross calls the pitches on her own throughout the entire season. Almost got Daly on that pitch on the outside. Mike Hurd told us, he said, it's been a process, and it was something that was really difficult for him to give up the reins on.
Yeah, the trust piece, right? The trust of the game in the catcher's hands. Trusting her strategy, her feel. He did mention that they do go through hitters together, watching video and film for scouting reports. I like that Coach Hurd has trusted her over the years and allowed her, a catcher, to develop, right? Like, to learn the game besides just being a defensive position, allowing a catcher to be able to read hitters, read pitches, create strategies, I think is really important. I also think Cameron Meyer and Sydney Ross as seniors, it definitely changes the game. And that's a big K there on that strike called a low rise inside. by Cara Daly. Cameron Meyer coming up right into the back pocket of Cara Daly for strike 3.
Second strikeout of the day for Cameron Meyer. That brings up the 8-hole Claire Cahalan. Missouri's had a base runner in each of these first 2 innings. A hit by pitch in the first, a walk from Abriscato here in the second. Cahalan watches that outside. Blackston keeping the attention of Sydney Ross behind the plate. It's a 2-0 count. Cahalan from Columbus, Georgia, went to Northside High School where she collected a number of school records. 525 career average was one of them. Lays down the bunt, and a nice play over at third from Olivia Aiden.
The fact that it's a true softball stadium is a big deal. It's one of the top ones. I think they made a huge commitment creating the upper deck over the last couple of years. That's been huge. I honestly think they added the upper deck, and they probably should have added it all the way around. We're already filling it up, us softball fans, us softball people out here, just loving this sport.
Seen it in so many places across the country too. The record attendance, yes, Missouri being one of them. This is what they've done. They've set multiple attendance records this year. They've ranked 4th in the NCAA with an average attendance of over 2,500 fans. They set the single game and weekend attendance records twice this year. Most recently against Florida, 3,607 in a single game.
Yeah, they actually sold out this lower bowl before tickets actually went on sale. So the only tickets they were able to get were on the grass, and they're leaving the gates open because it is standing room only out there. But I think just it shows the growth of the sport and also the commitment of ESPN. I think the more coverage you see, the more people want to watch. And the great thing about Mayhem and NCAA softball postseason is it's at the same time every year. We know every year we know we're going to get a very competitive games. We're going to get really exciting games. Just like we saw in Game 1, Washington versus Indiana, walk-off win in the bottom of the 7th. And here, another close game early.
Big swing and a miss there. Harrison, strikeout number 5 for her in the game.
Yeah, Sierra Harrison is feeling it. She is bringing it. Little rise ball here on the outside corner. Doesn't have to go up too high, but her placement is key. Location, location, location.
That was Olivia Aiden striking out, who had the nice play at third base to end the last inning. And now the 9-hole Mara Kramer. First pitch swinging and laces one into center field. That's how you turn it over to the top of the order right there.
Yeah, it is. Omaha offense, you got to appreciate they're going in there and being aggressive. They might take a few big swing and misses. They might have some strikeouts, but they're definitely not going to get cheated on taking their cuts. And Mara Kramer, first pitch swing, ready to go in her first at-bat of this year's NCAA Regionals.
It's the #1 offense in the Summit League. And similar to Missouri, they led their conference in doubles. Missouri's way up there in the SEC. Awkward play out there. Laird makes the catch. I don't know if she was hearing something or maybe her feet got stuck, but yeah, solid catch.
It looked like she might have thought that Cahalan was coming in to make the play and wasn't sure where she was and didn't want to cause a collision.
Ooh, seen a couple of those now in the outfield.
Yeah, Missouri's outfield is playing back in a no doubles situation, trying to cut off the big gap, right? And when they do that, it creates more space between the infield and the outfield. So the middle infielders have to run farther to go after those balls. And it's a farther run also for the outfielders. And sometimes when you're running, it's hard to say, I got it. You're focused on catching the ball.
Yeah.
But for all my youth softball players, you gotta call it. Okay, call the ball, please. Please call the ball.
Side note.
Just side note, if you're in 18, 16, 12U, 10U, 8U rec ball, please call the ball.
Maggie O'Brien struck out her first trip to the plate. Runner on first base, 2 away for Sierra Harrison. That's fouled into the stands. O'Brien out of Illinois, 3rd best average in the Summit League. Started every game since she stepped on campus. 151 today in the start department. Nice job by Crenshaw to keep that in front. O'Brien and Tucker, these top 2 hitters, have combined for 131 base hits on the season. Off the handle, spinner for Laird, and it's going to end up as an infield single. Didn't crush it, but placed it well.
You know, it's a good pitch by Sierra Harrison. She gets in on the hands, but just jammed. Gets in on the hands, just kind of looped in, just far enough past second base that Jenna can't get the force out at 2. That's Jenna Laird at shortstop, wasn't able to get the force out.
And that brings up Sydney Thomason, the solo home run, the lone run in this game for Omaha. Outside, 8th of the year for Omaha. Swings through that pitch, strike 1.
Yeah, I think Sierra Harrison and company here, they're going to be a little careful to Sydney Thomason. Definitely not go back, low it in, but for sure be a little bit cautious. Try not to leave anything too good over the plate for her.
That's upstairs, ball 2.
Yeah, it's the pitch around, but if the opportunity's there, you take it.
Thomason, 2-time all-conference at Nebraska Kearney, a Division II school. Wanted a different challenge, though. Jumps up to the Division I level and has instantly been their biggest power threat, but doesn't get much of this one. Caught over at third base by Daly, and a 0 on the board for 2 innings. We'll see if they can get a base hit, though, here in the 3rd and rattle Meyer a little bit. Kaylee Langer, a sophomore from Liberty, Missouri. Lays down the bunt off the glove, and she's on base. Just like that, the Tigers in business.
Good way to start the offense, the Missouri offense here with the bunt. Unexpected, but anything goes in postseason play. Cameron Meyer not able to get the ball cleanly to be able to make the play.
Top of the order, another hit by pitch, the 79th of the season for the Missouri Tigers as a team. Crowd starting to get into it here in Columbia. And guess who's coming to the plate? Alex Honnold.
Yes, our doubles gal. To move the runners and get 2 people into scoring position. It's a tough call coaching-wise. You want to leave the bat in our hand, but do you advance the runners? The odds and percentages in the game say it's better to advance, but you know, when you have a hot hitter, it's hard to take the bat out of their hand for the bunt.
Watches strike 1 there, 2-1 count. We talked about Honnold's big jump last year. This is year 2 for Jeff Cottrell as an assistant coach. He's their hitting coach, spent 7 years at Oklahoma State, 3 Women's College World Series when he was there as an assistant. And Honnold said he's really helped her figure out as they steal, and they get her at third! And now only 1 on the bases for Honnold. And 1 away, and I'm wondering, was there a miscommunication there?
Yeah, I'm going to say there was a miscommunication on this play here. Really good job, though, by Olivia Adden getting back. She was playing in for the bunt. She had a long ways to go to get back to third base.
Arnold fouls it away to make it a full count. Runner still in scoring position with Jenna Laird at second base. Big pitch here from Cameron Meyer. Arnold laces one up the middle on the Tiger logo. Laird coming around the throw. They got her!
What a play, what a play, what a throw by Mara Kramer. Alex Arnold comes through with the doubles. Another stand-up double, just like we know she has capabilities to do, but the throw from Mara Kramer.
Sydney Ross at the plate to keep control of that ball.
Yeah. Look at this throw from Mara Kramer, right on the line. What's impressive is it doesn't bounce. She hits Sydney Ross in the air.
What a monumental swing in this inning. Missouri gets a leadoff single, then the hit by pitch. They have the miscommunications on the base paths. Arnold does come through. They get Laird at the plate. And Meyer just does hit the outside corner to make it a 1-2 count. Maddie Gallagher, another senior at the top of this order from Port Washington, New York, watches that pitch outside. Two, that's fouled back.
Cameron Meyer working that outside corner. A little rise outside there. Also coming back before that with her two-seam. Fastball on the outside corner. 3 in a row outside now. We'll see how she mixes this now. Again going outside. For 4 in a row on the outside part of the plate.
Another 2-2. Slow ground ball left side, scooped up at short. The play is made by O'Brien. Coach Mike Hurd. Coach, you've kind of done this all throughout the postseason. You've found a way to win. It doesn't seem like any of the moments have bothered you. What do you attribute that to for your team?
Yeah, just a lot of experience. We got 8 seniors that contribute and a couple juniors. Just a lot of experience they're showing.
Yeah, Coach Hurd, Cameron Meyer in this circle. How do you get her to settle in a little bit more with this big crowd and great atmosphere for regional softball?
Yeah, you can tell she's got a little adrenaline going. She likes to compete, but she'll figure it out. She always does.
Yeah.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's kind of the fine line, isn't it? Is using the energy, but also staying composed?
Yes, you have to control it, right? It's good, right? Like, you want to be nervous. I said it when I played. The moment that I stopped getting nervous before the game, and I was a very nervous style pitcher, high anxiety, high nerves pitcher, and the moment I stopped feeling that, like, then it's, your heart's not in it anymore. So it's good to have those nerves, but you do need to channel it and be able to control it and manage that so that you can channel it, in Cameron Meyer's case, into her pitches, into executing her pitches in the zone.
Sierra Harrison, really outside of one pitch, has been nails for Missouri.
Yeah.
Shut them down since that solo home run for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Sierra Harrison also, she definitely has some adrenaline flowing. She's got some fire in her eye right now. 5 strikeouts so far, and really executing her pitches well.
Hit right at the right fielder, Kaylee Langer, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 6, Sydney Ross.
How important was that last inning? We'll find out as this game unfolds. Missouri looked like that would be the inning. They'd find a way to break through against Cameron Meyer, but excellent defensive plays kept the Tigers off the board. Sydney Ross now the catcher with one out, watches that one. Hit toward Gallagher, and there's two away. Let's take a look back at those two defensive plays, and it started with the miscommunication, it seemed like.
Yes, it seemed like there was a miscommunication here on a steal, an unprotected steal. Then Alex Huddled hits her double up the middle, but the throw from Mara on a line. Can we get some miles per hour on that? I'm pretty sure it was 70 going into the catcher for the out at the plate.
Sierra Harrison trying to move quickly here in the fourth and go 1-2-3. It's Ava Rongish to try to break that up for Omaha, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Rongish has 33 hits on the season. 12 of them have come over the last 11 games, along with 12 RBIs in that span. Nice off speed from Harrison.
Yeah, great off speed. Really like how Harrison has been mixing that in a lot more. Coach Larissa Anderson has mentioned that over this past offseason and during the fall that they really worked on getting Sierra Harrison's changeup to be a lot more effective, and it's showing up today. There it was again, trying to go for the back-to-back, the old back-to-back changeups. It's a nice combination when your rise and curveball are in mid-60s, 65 and up.
She did go around. Strikeout number 6 for Harrison. And she quickly brings the Missouri bat with us. Coach, a good start to the third inning. It kind of came unraveled. What are the conversations like with the hitters right now as far as approach goes?
I mean, the biggest thing, we saw the ball much better in that third inning. Then I'm just telling them, you're seeing it, you're on time, just continue to swing at good pitches.
Yeah, Coach, Sierra Harrison has found her groove, 6 strikeouts so far in rolling. Are you anticipating to extend her today?
I'm going to keep going until they start making an adjustment. I mean, she's moving the ball a lot better than she was in that first inning, so I'm just going to keep going with her, but I got the bullpen ready to go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, MIZ.
You didn't give her the ZOU.
Hey, I'm working here, and I'm a VOLS. I'm a Tennessee girl.
There you go. The crowd didn't hear her, else they would have given her the resounding ZOU.
They did have the team did rally the crowd at the start of the game for a resounding ZOU that echoed through the stadium at the start of the game.
This crowd just waiting for an opportunity to erupt. Abby Hay would certainly be a reason. A local product from Columbia, Missouri, went to Rockbridge High School. Grew up a baseball player until her sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, absolutely. Started as a baseball player all the way into high school, and then realized that softball was where her opportunity lies. I think you can kind of see that with the baseball pants there and some of her swings. I have a little bit of a baseball influence for her. She started this season off from the bench, and she worked her way into a starting position at first base and worked her way into the lineup.
Just 3 hits heading into April this season. Since then has hit .326 in SEC play, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs to earn all SEC second team.
Yeah, pretty impressive when knowing that she wasn't a starter early on. Like, she had to work her way. She missed half of SEC play and was still able to make SEC all second team.
Had a stretch of 4 games. She had a 4 straight multi-hit streak from game 1 of the Georgia series to game 1 of the Mississippi State series. And she's in a great battle here with Meyer to start the 4th inning.
Yeah, I think in one of those games I saw her, she hit a triple. And it was funny, Coach Anderson said, as her freshman class is very entertaining, Abby Hay, one of those freshmen, when she got to third base, she told Coach Anderson, "Hey, are you surprised to see me here?" Obviously, Abby Hay is not known for her speed, but she did leg that one out and, you know, she got there. She got there when she needed to.
And that is the lone triple of her season and career so far. Another 2-2 upstairs. Good eye, full count.
Missouri offense is doing a good job of laying off Cameron Myers' rise ball, forcing her to go deep in the count, throwing a lot of pitches to each hitter.
Ninth pitch outside. What an at bat from the freshman Abby Hay as Shinde. First pitch to Crenshaw, fouled back as she's trying to sacrifice Kohler over. Julia Crenshaw Jr. 400 in the SEC tournament, a double and a couple walks, lays down the bunt that goes behind the plate.
And what a play. Where looks like they're calling it foul, but a heads-up play by Sydney Ross, picking up that bunt and firing off to 2.
It's really lucky for Missouri that it was
very
foul.
Lucky, very lucky. Very lucky for Missouri that ball did end up getting called foul, and they get another chance to try to move this runner over.
Now Crenshaw 0-2 count. Fouls it into the stands. Ooh, got her. Is up on the plate and gets hit by a pitch again, the third one of the game. Meyer thought, this is pretty close there.
Yeah. Cameron Meyer tried to get inside, but the ball tails on her. With Crenshaw with her toes close on the line, gets hit.
Tough, because it almost looked like her arm kind of came around into the path of that.
Yeah, yes, exactly. When she attempted to start her swing, her elbow drops into what I would call that body pocket, and which is a great location or execution piece on Cameron Meyer, but played into the hands of Mizzou on that time.
Stefania Abrascato with 2 on, nobody out. Boy, does this look familiar right now. Just saw this in the third inning.
We just saw this.
Hit to the right side. They'll go to second, and safe at second. The base is now loaded. Mike Hurd coming out of the dugout. I'm not sure, they might challenge this, and they will.
I would expect a challenge on this.
Get 2 per game. The umpires can't initiate challenges until the 6th inning, so Omaha will use one right here.
The ruling on the field of safe at second base is being challenged by Omaha.
Let's take a look at it here. Ooh. That's close. Take another look.
Might have been there.
It's almost like a tie.
See if this look gives us any more. Tell you what, I think she might be out by an inch.
Yeah, I think she might be out, but I think, again, you have to have irrefutable evidence for it to be overturned.
Wow, that is close.
Yeah, that's really close.
Her foot keeps going after that little freeze frame we had, which is why I think it might have been there a split second sooner.
Yeah, and she slides.
The ruling on the field has been changed to out.
And the boos rain from the Missouri fans. 1 out when you get to the postseason.
It's important to note here that the middle infield is still playing back. They aren't playing in for the runner at third base. I imagine Mike Hurd said, let's trust our pitcher, Cameron Meyer. Let's try to turn a double play if we can.
0-1 pitch coming from Meyer. Inside corner, strike 2.
Beautiful pitch on the inside corner.
Daly has been susceptible to the strikeout this season. Meyer, the Summit League leader all time in strikeouts, and just inside.
That was a beautiful pitch. I know she wanted that one. Nice and low on the inside corner, but the ball is breaking through the plate where Sydney Ross is catching it. It's a little bit more in the river. That one just a little bit low. Cameron Meyer working hard out there not to leave anything too good for Cara Daly.
What does Sydney Ross call behind the plate here? 2-2. Popped up behind the plate and into the netting. Ross was hunting it, but the net saved the day. Seventh seed Missouri Tigers, 43 wins on the season, 13 SEC wins. Swings through it. Meyer, a huge strikeout.
That's a huge strikeout for Cameron Meyer. Back to that inside corner, setting pitches up outside, goes back to that low and in, that low rise up. But Sydney Ross creating that angle for Cameron Meyer to throw that low rise ball right in through the back corner of the plate and create a great angle into the Missouri hitters.
Strikeout number 3 for Cameron Meyer, number 1,020 for her career. Pinch hitter for Missouri into the game, Katie Chester, a sophomore from Liberty, Missouri. Played her high school and club ball with her teammate Kaylee Langer, fellow sophomore at Missouri. Watches that pitch for ball 1 inside.
That's the pitch where as a pitcher, you're like, I just struck her out on the pitch before, and then I'm trying to go back there, and it's a ball. But that one just a little bit more elevated, not as sharp of spin on that pitch. There she goes, a little bit lower, a little bit tighter spin, and I think it's the sharpness, right? Like when the ball crosses the plate, it's sharp, the spin is tight, and it explodes through the zone into Sydney Ross's glove.
1-1, swings through that. 1-2 now for Cameron Meyer.
Here it is again, Cameron Meyer. That rise ball just on the inside corner. Doesn't have to be in the river.
1-2, foul back. Chester stays alive. Can Cameron Meyer go back-to-back innings dancing out of jams? Again, this was 2 runners on with nobody out as Chester fights another pitch off.
Good effort here by Katie Chester, battling Cameron Meyer. Not willing to go down too easy.
1-2, outside corner, she got her!
Wow, what a pitch by Cameron Meyer.
That resulted in that 1 earned run and makes way for the freshman Marissa McCann from Surprise, Arizona. She grew up in Columbia, moved to Arizona when she was 13, but she always wanted to be a Tiger, and here she is, her first postseason appearance for the Tigers.
Yeah, Marissa McCann Right-handed thrower, throws the ball pretty hard. She steps up in the moment. She's a gamer. Rise ball and a curveball, mid-60s. Although she probably could have been a starter, she has embraced the role of becoming that middle reliever. She throws about 66 miles per hour, and her go-to pitch is definitely the rise ball, but she has a really good curveball that sets up zone separation for her.
28th appearance of the season, 22 of them are in relief. We've talked about the Missouri pitching staff. It is a true staff. McCann as that middle reliever, as you talked about. Harrison and Krings, the primary starter. And then Taylor Pennell, the nation's leader in saves, who we expect to see at some point this weekend. 1-2 pitch. Strikeout number 1 for McCann. She gets J.L. Johnson swinging.
Nice piece of work by Marissa McCann with that curveball on the outside corner. Comes out of her glove, but finishes all the way across her body with that curveball from my pitcher folks out there, executed on that outside corner for the big K.
7th strikeout overall for Missouri pitchers today. That just misses from McCann. Ball 1. Olivia Aiden struck out swinging her first trip to the plate. From Beatrice, Nebraska. Pops this one up and into the Omaha fan section over there. They have been rowdy today in this game for the Mavericks, and
small,
has to be nice for them to have that contingent.
Yeah, small but mighty. What is it, about a 5-hour drive, would we say?
Yeah, a little over 5.
About a 5-hour drive for Omaha down to the University of Missouri for regionals. A little bit of red through this sea of yellow.
One-two count for McCann. There's their super fan. That's Mike West, who's made the trip to Arizona State with them this year. Omaha, a team that won 16 games in a row early in the season. At the time, it was the longest streak in the country. 92 years old.
Hey, staying young at the softball field, right? Keeping him young and feeling alive. No better way to spend your day.
Off speed, just misses down. I think he wanted that call up there in the stand. Was happy they didn't get that call up in the stands. Two and two now from McCann. Just misses.
Yeah, that ball leaked over back across home plate. It was a good take, just a little low in the zone.
McCann doesn't want to lose the 8-hole here. Hit high in the air, shallow center field, and caught. Kind of carried further than I thought it would. Honnold makes the play, and there's 2 outs. Here is Mara Kramer. Singled in the 3rd inning, had the big throw out of center field. Wants to continue her great day. See the shadows starting to creep over into left field and towards center field. Swings through the first pitch for strike 1.
Omaha all day, all game so far, they have been taking some big cuts. They are not afraid of the swing and miss.
Still much more to come. 8 Eastern on ESPNU. Cleveland State taking on the Oklahoma Sooners, trying to do it again this year. And then 10 Eastern, the late one on ESPN2, St. Mary's and Stanford. Stanford Cardinals dangerous. They certainly have star powers. That's grounded to Laird at short. 1-2-3 inning for McCann. Another chance. going to have to track some of those down this weekend. Strike one from Cameron Meyer. 9-1-2 coming up for the Missouri Tigers here in the 5th inning. This crowd awaits something special. Concession line looked pretty short there, I think, actually.
Yeah, maybe you have time to go run down there.
There you go.
How fast can you run?
Not very.
Oh, okay.
Anger 1 for 1 today, takes strike 2. Had the single, but then was caught stealing at third base on that unusual play from Missouri. Would like to start things off again in the 5th, the same way she did the 3rd inning. Swings through it. Yeah. Strikeout number 5 for Meyer.
Excellent pitch by Cameron Meyer. Rise ball up in the zone on that inside corner, trusting her spin to get a good break on that pitch.
Top of the order, Jenna Laird. 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch. 3 hit by pitches for Missouri in this game. 1-0 misses, up and away, 2-0. To Laird. That does catch the outside corner to stay alive. Trying not to give a freebie before you get to Alex Honnold in the 2-hole and Maddie Gallagher.
Working back from a 3-0 deficit. Foul ball to gets her to 3-2 to make the count even.
Missouri's had a handful of moments where you feel like the momentum might be shifting as Jenna Laird does draw the walk. Whether that's been pitching with strikeouts, quick innings, or it's been getting base runners on early in innings, but Omaha somehow has withstood those storms.
Yeah, it's definitely a back and forth a little bit right now. I'm not I don't feel like either team really has all of the momentum. It's split. The momentum's split right now. Omaha has some, Missouri has a little bit. It's a matter of who's going to go out and grab it as we go later into this game.
Three walks, 3 hit by pitches, 2 hits for the Tigers. 1-0 to Honnold is in there for a strike. Looking for Arkansas, Texas A&M. It's currently airing over on SEC Network Plus. Up and in. We'll get you to that game after the conclusion of this one. It'll be the end of day 1 in Columbia, Missouri. Washington awaits the winner after taking in Indiana on a walk-off in the 7th inning. 8-7 the final of game 1. Honnold takes that pitch for a strike, and the crowd did not appreciate it.
Nice reaction from the crowd there, invested in their players.
2-2. Honnold to the right side. They try and get the force at second, and they do. Nice quick turn by Tucker.
Yeah, great work by Tucker there.
Looks like a middle infield that's played 3 years together now.
Yeah, the turn glove side, right? She turned to her glove side to make that throw to second base, cuts down the time and allows her to make a fluid motion to get that lead off.
Maddie Gallagher now stepping up to the plate. 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch in the first inning. She's reached in 6 straight games now. Off the handle. Just can't quite get comfortable off Cameron Meyer. You've talked about her varying locations, and she's continued to do that.
Yeah, varying locations, inside, outside. Her two-seam fastball has definitely helped her, especially to the lefties on that outside corner. The rise ball at different levels.
Popped up on the infield and snagged over at third by Aiden. All-American joins the roster this season. Cannot wait to see her in action with a number of other Sooners in that lineup as well. And here we go, 6th inning here.
Yeah, top of the 6th.
Big one, Marissa McCann trying to continue to shut down this lineup for Omaha. But back to the top of the order with Lindsay Tucker leading things off. Watches it upstairs, 1-1. Florida State, the 15 seed, they're down 2-1 in the 6th inning of their opener. That is fouled off for strike 2.
Yeah, just a defensive swing right there. A little indecisive half swing on the pitch on the outside corner.
One-two from McCann. Into left field. Cahalan comes on and makes the catch. Duke a chance to make the regional final. Duke, the ACC champions. They felt like their seed should have been higher than number 10, so they're a little extra motivation.
Yes, that was the talk on social media. Felt like they should have been. You know, they got snubbed a little bit. Shouldn't have been a number 10 seed, and they wanted to host the Supers. It's tough out there in the softball world. A lot of competitive teams, a lot of very competitive conferences, but RPI, KPI, and strength of schedule do make an important decision on who is going to host.
Well, Missouri really boosted their resume with wins over Ole Miss, Arkansas, and LSU in the SEC tournament, making that run to the championship game.
Yeah, absolutely. Missouri came on strong in the SEC tournament. They weren't a top seed, but able to make the finals. And the
Oklahoma, Tennessee, the top 3.
Let's go Tennessee. No.
I'm
supposed to be neutral.
And there's 2 outs. Do you feel like it's more open than it maybe has been these last few years? Is there a chance for 5, 6, 7 teams to have a legitimate shot at an NCAA championship?
Yeah, I think so. I think the quality of play across the board in softball is so much better. You see it in the mid-majors being more competitive, and we've seen it in the last several years. Smaller conferences getting more competitive, raising their level of play, better overall athletes. And so really it could be anyone's game. There are those teams that do play all 3 sides of the ball. They can pitch, they can hit, they can play defense. Those are ultimately going to most likely make Oklahoma City in the Women's College World Series tournament there. But if you can play 2 out of the 3 really well, it puts you in a good position. With a little luck on your side, you never know what can happen with the softball, and the softball gods might be on your side.
We've seen the scoreboard in the top right of your screen ticking along, and some interesting score lines. Florida State has tied it in the bottom of the 6th. This is certainly a score line that'll get some heads turning across the country.
Nice timeout called by Crenshaw here to go talk to freshman pitcher Marissa McCann. She threw 3 balls in a row. I like the fact that Crenshaw took the initiative to call timeout, something a little uncharacteristic for McCann to do. She tends to attack hitters, throw a lot of strikes early, get a lot of swings, but being able to know that every hitter is important, and the less opportunity you have for Omaha or your opposing lineup to get turned over, you don't want to give out free passes.
Right Right after that, McCann delivers strike one. 3-1 count here to Sydney Thomason. This is down. It's a 2-out walk for Thomason. It's way for Alex Olson, senior from Olathe, Kansas. Second season at Omaha after she transferred from Butler Community College, where she spent her first 2 seasons. At just 167 last year, at 276 this year, as she watches strike one.
Big jump in batting average, showing growth, maturity, and probably a lot of work in the cage.
She had a grand slam in game 1 against South Dakota State to force a decisive game 2 in the Summit League Championship. Tips that one into the catcher's glove, and she's down 0-2.
Nice pitch here by Marissa McCann. Keeps it pretty low. Curveball on the outside corner. Just tipped slightly. Crenshaw's able to hold on to it.
This is sent into the stands in the concourse. Another 0-2. Popped up, tailing toward out of play, but stays in for Abby Hay, and that'll do it for the 6th inning. The Tigers' chances are dwindling. 4, 5, 6 though.
But those top 3 hitters for Mizzou, you know, we don't. If you're a coach, you know, you don't want to see your top hitter get hit by a pitch. You want to see them swing. You know, you don't want to see them walk. We want to see them hit the ball, and they potentially may have one more chance. We'll see if Missouri's able to turn the lineup over again, but
they'll need some help because they're starting in the 4-hole here. So somebody has to get on base for them to be able to turn this lineup over again, as Meyer delivers a strike there. 1-1 count.
Strike at the top of the zone there with the rise ball. Cameron Meyer is doing a great job using her rise ball up and through the zone, not necessarily too high. We've seen her throw some extra high ones, but doing a good job throwing her rise ball through the strike zone.
2-1. Big swing from Hay for strike 2. That was pitch number 100 for Cameron Meyer.
Yeah, here it is. Rise ball through the zone. Starts at the knees, but ends at the letters. Doesn't have to be extra high, but she can definitely spin it up there.
Off the end of the bat and finds a home in center field. A leadoff single here in the 6th for the local product, Abby Hay.
Great piece of hitting by Abby Hay. Big swing and miss on the 2nd strike, but able to just get a small piece of it to have the ball fall in. Not the prettiest hit, not the hardest hit, but it doesn't always have to be that way.
She's reached twice today. Now Julia Crenshaw, who has reached once thanks to one of those hit by pitches. Crenshaw, the 2021 Missouri Gatorade Softball Player of the Year, staying in the home state to play her college ball. Timeout called as Crenshaw wants a word with her head coach, Larissa Anderson. Is this a sign question? Is this a what are you seeing question here?
I think this is a sign question. Maybe she's unsure of what was being asked of her. The tying run on first base with no outs.
Swinging 1-1 up the middle. Tough to handle. Hay gonna try to go to third, and she'll make it. Crenshaw coming up big.
It's a good piece of base running by Abby Hay. Just a little miscue off the heel of the glove. There it is. She goes for the toss. Lindsay Tucker tries to toss the ball through, do a glove toss to second base to get the lead runner. It just hits off her glove a little bit, unable to do that to get the lead out. But when it gets away, Abby Hay immediately doesn't lose a step and goes right into third base.
Nobody out, first and third for Stefania Abbrascato.
The crowd wakes up. It's getting loud here in Mizzou.
Crenshaw was halfway to second base there when she went back. That one misses outside, and this time Crenshaw does take second.
That's a nice pitch by Cameron Meyer. Definitely, I know she wanted that one to be called.
Big swing there from Abbrascato to foul it back for strike one. We just talked about it. The top of this Missouri order struggling a little bit. Needs something to happen to even see them at the plate again. And you get the first two base runners aboard with singles. Two-one. That catches the outside corner.
The infield is pulled in here. Potentially gun down the runner at third base.
2-2. Down and away. Full count against Abbrascato. Crowd into it here. Slow roller right side. Hay holds it third, and they get the out. A huge one for Omaha.
What a play by Jael Johnson. Really smart play here. The ball took her off the line here. It's not a hard hit ball. Most runners would have probably gone, and I think she expected Abby Hay to go, but she turns around quickly to be able to get Lindsay to throw the ball to second base. There's Abby Hay. She's attempting, thinking to go, but ends up holding. I think it's a smart decision for Abby Hay on third base to stay. The ball wasn't hit very hard, and knowing her own speed, right? You have to know your own speed and what you can potentially do. If you're running to first under 3 flat, maybe you 3 seconds flat, then maybe you try to go on that, right? But on that sort of hit, you have to immediately go on contact. You can't hesitate to see if the ball is fielded.
And still just one out for Missouri. 2 runners in scoring position for Kara Daly. Has struck out both times to the plate. Up and in, ball 1. Cameron Meyer in enemy territory. 5 1/3, 4 hits allowed, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Lofted midway out to left field. Caught! Here comes Hay. The throw cut off, and we are tied at 1 apiece. The crowd loves it. Missouri has life.
Just team offense right here, playing the game, right? Just a sacrifice fly. That'll give Abby Hay with the opportunities to score with her speed, sliding into home plate to tie up the game.
Down to the 8 hole, Claire Cahalan against Meyer. Oh, 1 misses outside. Cahalan 0 for 1. Chester hit for her in the 4th. Slaps this one down the left field line, foul ball. Well, what they've done already is guaranteed the top of the order will get a chance in the 7th if Cahalan cannot drive this run in here. A date with the Washington Huskies on the line. Two and two. That's fouled back. Pitch number 120 coming up next for Meyer.
She's thrown a lot of pitches, but it's not unlike Cameron Meyer to throw a lot of pitches in a game.
14 innings against Kansas City in the Summit League tournament. Complete game shutout, struck out 21 batters.
She also knows with the fact that she does throw a lot of rise balls, she does tend to get a lot of foul balls, so that does elevate the pitch count. That's not uncommon for her in regular season games as well.
Through 34 innings in the Summit League tournament total. That is slap foul. Cahalan just trying to straighten this out down the left field line. Another 2-2. Off the handle, stabbed at shortstop. O'Brien maybe saves the game. Busy show that they have coming up.
Yeah, a lot of softball coverage.
A lot of action today that I'm excited to see some of the scores. We really haven't got to see too much. I tried to keep an eye on the top right-hand corner, but
yeah, we definitely have been focusing on our regional, which has been action-packed.
Popped up on the infield. McCann points over to Hay at first base, who takes control. And there's
everybody stay tuned.
Washington in the building, keeping an eye on things. And this is outside ball 1 to Ava Rongish after Ross popped out. It's a charge into this one to deep center. Honnold on the warning track makes the catch. 2 outs.
Good piece by Ava Rongish, but just not quite enough to get out. Alex Honnold out there patrolling center field. Makes a great catch.
J.L. Johnson back to the plate. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Or excuse me, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. This is her second trip to the plate against McCann. McCann delivers strike 1. She's retired 8 of 9 batters that she's faced. The one she didn't was a walk.
Yeah, she's come into this game on a mission.
That's fouled back 0-2. McCann has not been shy about what it means to her to wear the Mizzou across her chest. This has to be a special moment for her. If she can close the door here and give the Tigers a chance, 9-1-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Low for ball 1. Looking around the stadium, there's some nerves. Omaha and Missouri nerves in the crowd for sure. That just misses outside.
Definitely just a little bit outside. Curveball on the outside corner. It continues to break. I think Crenshaw does a good job trying to give her pitcher, work for her a little bit and give her pitcher a best chance for a called strike, but
great to battle this back to a full count for J.L. Johnson. Cameron Meyer looks on. Off the handle on the infield, Laird takes care of it. Missouri, a chance. Cameron Meyer trying to extend this game, but Missouri 6-1 on the season when the game is tied after 6 innings. Can they find a way yet again for Larissa Anderson? I think she's watching the crowd right now do the wave all the way around the stadium. That's a pretty cool shot, just the smile on her face of what this fan base has been like for the program this season. Have not lost an SEC series here all year. Trying to protect the home field against Omaha in game 1 of this regional. Kaylee Langer to lead things off. Watches that for strike 1.
yeah, good pitch by Cameron Meyer. You can see Kaylee Langer, she starts to get on the plate a little bit, but Cameron Meyer did a smart thing there. She didn't try to throw that pitch extra inside. She put it on the middle instead. Another good pitch by Cameron Meyer. Not sure where that missed.
She might have said that to herself when she turned around.
I think she might have. I'm kind of picking that vibe she's putting down.
2-1. Kind of off the end of the bat at Kramer, and there's 1 out.
It's a big first out. The first out in the 7th is always so important.
Top of the order, here we go. Cameron Meyer, for the most part, has had their number, just 1 for 6. A couple hit by pitches for Laird and Gallagher as Laird watches ball 1. Laird walked as well. She's reached back-to-back times at the plate. Gets this into shallow left toward the line, and it's caught out there by Rongish. 2 outs. Here comes Alex Honnold. Talked a lot about the doubles. 5 home runs on the year, down from the career best 14 she hit last year. Watches the first pitch for a ball.
Yeah, Alex Honnold, she's the epitome of just quiet confidence, right? Quiet leadership, leads by her actions.
Gets into this one to left center field, to the track, to the wall, caught by Kramer!
Wow, and another great play by Mara Kramer, out roaming the outfield for Omaha in center. Yeah, Marissa McCann has done a great job coming off the bench, giving her team a chance. She's come out with a lot of fire and determination, getting strikeouts and flyouts, but most importantly, pounding the zone. She's attacking that zone, first pitch, second pitch, not going very deep in a lot of counts.
Pinch hitter to lead things off, Sammy Schmidt, a freshman from Hastings, Nebraska. Fouls that back just over us. She's down in the count 0-2.
Yeah, quickly Marissa McCann gets her 0-2. You know, when you can get ahead like that as a pitcher, it gives you so much more options and freedom to be able to use different pitches. It gives you flexibility. You don't have to be so careful or fine.
Did she go? She did. Out number one, a strikeout of the pinch hitter Schmidt.
Yep, great pitch here by Marissa McCann. Rise ball a little bit up and out, just trying to not be so fine, but able to get Schmidt to attempt a swing on that pitch for the strikeout.
A big one there too, because Schmidt's been comfortable in that pinch hitter role. She was 2 for 2, a hit apiece against South Dakota State to help them advance in the Summit League tournament. As Kramer swings through that first pitch. Kramer's made her mark on this game really defensively. The glove with the arm.
Yeah, she's made 2 great plays defensively.
It's fouled back against the netting. Down in the count 0-2. Should find a way to give Lindsey Tucker in the top of this order something to work with. Pretty hard at Honnold in center. Hangs up a little bit. 2 outs.
Got a nice piece of this. Mara Kramer got a nice piece of this, but it went right to Alex Honnold in center field. As she checks her scouting card to see positioning for the next hitter.
And it is Lindsey Tucker, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 3 on the day. Everything's been in the air that she's been out on. And everything's been to the left side. Off speed.
Yeah, a little off speed there.
10 of 11 retired for Marissa McCann. And ahead of Tucker, 0-2.
0-2. Just attacking the zone and executing her pitches. Marissa McCann's been in a lot of intense situations over the course of this season of her rookie campaign. And I think Larissa Anderson said it best when she said that Marissa McCann's a gamer. She tends to rise to the occasion of these big moments. Really nice offering there by Marissa McCann. A little, probably fooled Tucker a little bit, but it leaks out a little bit too far. And not a strike 3. Not this time. Live to see another pitch.
Miss Anderson delivers the signs to the pitcher, catcher, and their defense. Up and in. Tucker tried to sell that it hit her on the arm, but no dice.
Here it is again. Doesn't look like it got her at all. This is a reviewable call, however. We'll see if Coach Mike Hurd wants to use one of his reviews on that.
The umpires can review after the 6th inning as well.
Yes.
The ruling on the field has been changed. The batter was hit by pitch.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call, although it doesn't look like it to the naked eye. You know, when it is slowed down in replay, you definitely see the jersey sleeve move.
So 1 on, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Maggie O'Brien at the plate. 71 hits on the season for the junior O'Brien. has a hit in 25 of the last 27 games. Had a single back in the third. Big swing through that for strike one. She knew it.
She knew. She was like, yeah. Yeah, she got hit. Look at the eyes. It tells you everything.
That is called strike two on the outside corner. O'Brien didn't love it. She struck out looking in the first.
I think that was a little, I think that might have been a little bit of wide. A little inconsistency on that corner.
That's coming from a pitcher.
I know. I felt bad saying it.
0-2 is fouled back. Is there a text, like a group chat for all the pitchers in the country that's going to text you and say, come on now?
No, all the pitchers, they're going to be on my side. They're going to agree with me.
I thought you were saying it was too far outside. Okay, all right.
Yeah, well, I did say that. That is what I said. It's a little too far outside to be called a strike.
Nice running grab in left field by Cahalan. And another chance in the bottom of the eighth for the Tiger. Missouri 3-0 in extra innings. Omaha 3-1 in extra innings this season. Maddie Gallagher, Abby Hay, Julia Crenshaw. Larissa Anderson wants the crowd on their feet.
Trying to take advantage of being the home seed here in the bottom of the eighth.
They do get to their feet as strike one delivered by Cameron Meyer. It's upstairs ball two. Gallagher had a solo home run and a walk-off sacrifice fly in the semis against LSU. In the SEC tournament, a 2-1 win in 8 innings. Ripped at Meyer, and she grabs it.
Whew. Good job by Cameron Meyer. Wow, great piece of hitting right on time. Cameron Meyer, stick your glove out, girl. Look what you found.
Instantly had a smile on her face, shaking her head. Ball one to Abby Hay. Hay has reached the last 2 times at the plate with a walk and a base hit. Two and 0.
It's a nice pitch by Cameron Meyer.
All 3 of Hayes' home runs on the season came in SEC play. 3-0 count.
Abby Hay definitely being a little patient right now, knowing that she gets to look for her pitch here.
Goes ahead and takes strike one.
There's Abby Hayes' dad, John.
Big time cut right there up in the zone, 3-2. Dad and mom both played at Missouri. Her dad, John, played baseball. Mom, Amy, golfed. They were both all-conference performers. Abby Hay, all-conference in her first season at Missouri. Watches strike 3 for out number 2.
Wow, what a big-time pitch by Cameron Meyer, going low and in to Abby Hay, watching it go by right at the knees. But Sydney Ross knows immediately that's strike 3.
The line out back to Meyer, then the strikeout. 2 away now for Julia Crenshaw.
And with that strikeout, of Abby Hay. Cameron Meyer now 1,025 career strikeouts.
That Summit League record keeps on getting further out of reach for future prospects.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep on collecting, Cameron Meyer.
1-1. Popped up and out of play. Trying to make it 126. Excuse me, 1,026.
Yeah, 1,026. Another nice pitch, probably just a little bit low, but a really good spot on the outside corner. Can't even say. It's a nice pitch.
2-2. Down and in. Cameron Meyer, she has wins over Nebraska, 2 over Purdue, 1 over Arizona State this year on that 16-game win streak they had early in the season. She's 25-4. 3 of her 4 losses came in February. Arkansas and Arizona were 2 of them. That doesn't catch the corner. 2-out base runner in the form of Julia Crenshaw.
Yeah, just a little bit too low on that one from Cameron Meyer. Tried to go back to the umpire's favorite inside corner, the favorite zone that she's been getting strike 3 on, but just a little bit low. There she brings it up, same pitch, a little bit higher, and she gets the strike.
Stefania Abrascato 0 for 2 with a walk. Fouls it back, and now she's behind 0-2. Oh-2. Slow roller left side. And makes the play over at third. That's Olivia Aiden again. 8 won't do. And takes something off on that first pitch for a strike. Thomason get the Mavericks going. Watches outside ball 1. McCann has gone 4 innings, no hits, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, she's retired 12 of the last 13. And she's just been attacking the zone, throwing a lot of strikes. But one thing that is interesting about the pitching by committee philosophy here is now you have Marissa McCann. She's thrown 4 innings. She's in her 5th inning. Okay, she's now at 56 pitches thrown, but most of the time she's throwing 1 inning, maybe 2 innings. So as more pitches go on her arm, as she throws more innings, she's probably not practicing to throw 80 pitches a game, to throw 90 pitches a game, or a full 7 innings. It's been a while since she's had to see hitters multiple times through the lineup, and we'll see how Omaha is able to adjust to her.
Big swing right there, and it's a full count to the leadoff hitter here in the 9th. Important pitch on the way. Swings through it. McCann's 3rd strikeout of the game.
McCann just keeps on rolling, attacking the zone. Great pitch right here by Marissa McCann on that rise ball on the outside corner.
Number 2, Alex Olson.
9 strikeouts For Missouri as a whole, Sierra Harrison started this game. She had 6 of them. Threw really well, like we talked about, just the one pitch that got away from her, really.
Yeah, she really did throw well.
Hay and Gallagher, who takes control. Nice job by Maddie Gallagher at second base to call off Hay.
Yeah, good communication there by Abby Hay and Maddie Gallagher. You can see Abby Hay's almost parked under it, but she does the right thing when the second baseman who has priority over the first baseman, and she jumps out of the way for Maddie Gallagher to make that catch.
Two outs for McCann. Sydney Ross at the dish. She's 0 for 3. Career bests in average hits, doubles, RBIs this year as a grad student. Had a career high 6 home runs last year with a .284 average. The average this year is up, home runs a little bit down. Her most important role comes behind the plate, calling pitches. One. Roped up the middle, base hit with 2 outs.
That's our first hit off of Marissa McCann by Sydney Ross. Good piece of hitting here. Behind in the count, a curveball. Doesn't try to do too much. Just places the ball out in shallow center field.
Gives Ava Rongish a chance, who is also 0 for 3 entering this at bat. How does McCann respond? Upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, looks like that was off speed.
She's like that first pitch off speed.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times now. Tries to keep the hitters honest. Don't want them to get too comfortable in the box, you know.
Strike 1. Pitch number 70 for McCann in relief right here. 2-1 count. Misses, 3-1. See how aggressive Ava Rongish is at the plate. Quick conversation here with Julia Crenshaw.
There's Taylor Pennell. She leads the SEC in saves.
14 of them, one shy of tying an NCAA record for single season saves.
Again, Missouri tends to start pitch by committee, so they do rolls, and it's been successful for them. They have their starter. Marissa McCann is usually their middle relief, and then Taylor Pennell comes in to close. But now Marissa McCann, this middle relief role for her.
This is lifted to deep center field and gone! A 2-run home run, Ava Rongish! Massive swings from Omaha.
Wow, Marissa McCann was looking like she was under control this whole time, but Ava Rongish coming up so clutch with a 2-run bomb. Deep into the grass.
You can bet what's coming here. The umpires are talking right now.
The play has first base.
And
Call
that's-
on the field is she did not leave early.
That's pretty standard now. You've got that challenge left, and that's the new rule that you can challenge runners leaving early. We've seen it overturned on home runs this year.
Yeah, this is the. Oh no. Oh. Such a good piece of hitting by Rongish. But the video review play, they did institute the rule for base runners leaving early, and it has become a thing late in the game to check this.
Look at the reactions.
Yeah.
That's Emma Robbie at first base, who played here at Missouri and is now an assistant coach at Omaha.
Ooh.
It's so
I almost
hard
feel
to
like
tell,
she's
but
late.
I think you're right.
I think she's late. You know, Marissa McCann's a right-handed pitcher, so that camera angle isn't the best. And the call's upheld. I think not having irrefutable evidence, I love that, you know. Last thing you want to see is a home run being called back because of the base runner.
I mean, a potential program-defining win.
Yes,
but
very
it
true.
stands, and a pitching change. McCann was so good for Missouri in relief, but the big swing from Ava Rongish, a 2-run home run, has Omaha on the cusp of potentially 3 hits on the season entering today had come in the last 11 games, and she adds to that total. Of course, we have the new pitcher, Taylor Pinnell, as Omaha dugout is rocking right now. Pinnell, a sophomore from Lee Summit, Missouri, went to Lee Summit West High School. Played club ball with the DeMarini Aces and her fellow sophomore Sierra Harrison, who started this game.
Yeah, Taylor Pinnell, the only lefty on the Mizzou staff. She does have a good curveball, throws it on both sides of the plate. But the thing about Taylor Pinnell that has made her successful as a closer is that devastating changeup. Comes in at just 49 miles per hour. Tough roll right here coming in, but one that she's used to. A big difference in momentum, right? Difference of momentum when you're coming in for a potential save versus when you're coming in after a big home run.
Just trying to get a quick out here. Get Missouri's bats back up, only down 2. Two is fouled back. Good fight here from J.L. Johnson. Another 2-2, got her on the off speed for out number 3. The damage, though.
Coming back out here after her offense comes back, getting that 2-run, a big 2-run home run. The biggest thing right now is to channel that energy. She has to stay focused on this zone. The umpire has had a little bit of a tight zone at times for Cameron, so it is important for her to get this leadoff out first and stay focused. She can't ride the high that the offense can ride. She needs to stay focused and determined to keep this Missouri offense at bay.
Hit into right center field, called off by Kramer, makes the catch, 1 out.
That's a big first out, the lead off out at the end of the game. It's so important, I can't preach it enough. It sets the tone and allows your defense to get settled and to strategize better. The last thing you want to do at the end of the game is put a leadoff runner on.
Cahalan with 1 away, pulled back on a little bit of a bunt attempt there for ball 1.
Yeah, nice attempt trying to get herself on past the bat.
Catches the outside corner, 1-1. Cameron Meyer, 8 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts against the Missouri Tigers. Ground ball, Myers stabs it into the dirt, and a nice pick at first.
Yeah.
Johnson picks it up.
Yeah, J.L. Johnson, way to hold on right there. I think they might look at this to see if she had control. Great job by Cameron Myers sticking out. She bounces the ball, but J.L. Johnson was able to hold on to it, and it does look like she has control. She just falls over a little bit to be able to get up.
She took the right foot off the bag. The question is, like you said, did she have control before that, or did she get that toe back on before Cahalan got there?
There's the catch.
Ow.
See what Pittsburgh says. We're sending a lot of plays over to Pittsburgh.
Keeping them very
Call on the
busy
field
right now.
out at first base is being reviewed.
This might be the biggest decision yet.
Again, it has to be irrefutable evidence. I keep saying that, but it's so true. You know, we do want to trust our umpires. That's why we have them. Their experience, their eyes, they know the game very well.
It's just so hard to...
Yeah.
I mean, does she get the foot back,
Yeah.
too? I mean, she might have had it in the beginning if she had control of the ball before the foot came off, and then did she get the foot back?
I'm not even sure her foot completely came off if her toe was in the dirt at the base of the bag.
This was a quick
It might
review.
be something, a feel-based thing that she had at first base.
The call on the field is upheld. Out.
2 away.
And what a big call that was. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. J.L. Johnson able to hang on.
The UNO chants ringing here at Mizzou Softball Stadium. Cameron Meyer trying to close the door. Kaylee Langer, the last chance for the Tigers.
You know, pitchers have nerves in the first inning. They have nerves maybe when the bases are loaded, but 2 outs in the 7th. I think the intensity starts to raise again, and you start to feel those nerves a little bit more. It's the push to close and finish the game. The adrenaline starts pumping. Wow. Wow. That's a nice
2-1.
pitch. Really good pitch there. Might be a tad bit low, but definitely got the full base.
Popped up. Omaha has taken down Missouri. hits on the season entering today had come in the last 11 games, and she adds to that total. Of course, we have the new pitcher, Taylor Pinnell, as Omaha dugout is rocking right now. Pinnell, a sophomore from Lee Summit, Missouri, went to Lee Summit West High School. Played club ball with the DeMarini Aces and her fellow sophomore Sierra Harrison, who started this game.
Yeah, Taylor Pinnell, the only lefty on the Mizzou staff. She does have a good curveball, throws it on both sides of the plate. But the thing about Taylor Pinnell that has made her successful as a closer is that devastating changeup. Comes in at just 49 miles per hour. Tough roll right here coming in, but one that she's used to. A big difference in momentum, right? Difference of momentum when you're coming in for a potential save versus when you're coming in after a big home run.
Just trying to get a quick out here. Get Missouri's bats back up, only down 2. Two is fouled back. Good fight here from J.L. Johnson. Another 2-2, got her on the off speed for out number 3. The damage, though,